What's up, everybody? It's Erin.
And Nicole, this is Dude That's Fucked Up.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah, hi. How are
Hey,
you?
hello. Well, what's been going on? I feel like it's been forever since we've seen each other.
I know. It kind of has because we didn't have status last week.
Mm-hmm.
And then we didn't record because I was out of town till right now. So it's been a while. It's been over a week.
We're doing like a late record. So
yeah. Like a last minute.
It's going to be like as close to real time as it gets.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Did you watch The Golden Bachelor?
I did. I'm caught up on The Golden Bachelor. It's so
Gary.
cute. It's so cute. What?
I was just like, Gary.
Gary. He's so cute.
Precious Gary.
The talent show was so sweet. Everything, all the storylines, they're trying to make some drama now, which is silly,
It's so dumb.
Yeah. But all in all, it's just like a very adult, like sweet show.
Yeah. I like actually wish they wouldn't have done that.
I
It
know.
like made it so annoying to me. I like stopped paying attention for a while because of all that.
Ugh, I know. Well, for anyone who's not watching it, like one of the Golden Bachelor is like senior citizens bachelor, which is very cute. And there's like a lot of widowed people, and so they're like talking about real things and real feelings, and it's like very sweet. And then the kind of like fake drama that has come up recently is like one woman didn't like that another woman was like, quote, being braggy about her connection with Gary the Bachelor. And it's like, fucking grow up. Don't take it personally. Like, if you don't like that she's excited by their relationship, then don't talk to her. It's so weird to me.
Yeah, no, it just is like so manufactured that it like
yeah.
literally makes it so dumb. So
It's so
I was
dumb.
just like,
But
all
there's
right.
real tears. Like, there's like real feelings getting hurt.
I guess, like, I don't know. I feel like it's more like the one woman who was being like called out for being like braggy or whatever. She was like hurt because she thought she was like friends with all these women, and she was like made to feel like she was like being a certain way, and I don't know. It was just like,
yeah,
I don't know,
man. It is, yeah. It is weird to watch that, like a different demographic go through this, because I think they don't have the same problems that the younger, but then some they do. Like there's always like it's a competition. So
sure,
but
we're not here to make friends, Gary.
I don't think she's here for the right reasons. Have we heard that yet? I don't know.
I mean, that was basically like what? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think we've heard
funny.
that yet because all the women really want to be there,
Yeah.
But I'm sure it'll come out at some point. Anyone who's watched The Bachelor, but maybe they haven't really. Also, Love is Blind. I watched the reunion today, which was total garbage. Don't recommend. It was so boring. It was really boring. Also,
I couldn't stick with that show. I watched like 2.5 episodes and I was like, ugh, this is dumb.
It's not good,
it.
but I saw something today. I think it's like it was a read. I think it was a Substack like note or something, and it was like a read on the cast. Like it was a read on the reunion, but also a read on the cast, and one of the things they said was like, for a season that's been so full of drama, this reunion was so boring. Like where was JP on January 6th? He came to the reunion in like full American flag regalia.
That man is a full insurrectionist. I was going to ask you, how many of the women on Golden Bachelor do you think are diehard Trump supporters? I would say like 80% of them.
80% seems right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gary's not, though. Gary would never.
I don't know. I mean, it's just hard to say these days.
I think Gary is at the worst apolitical and at the best he's
a slightly conservative Democrat.
Yeah, he's like a big Joe Biden guy.
Yeah, Fair.
You know? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
he voted for Bush in like 2004 or whatever, but
Yeah.
he's like
But he
he's a
also
big-
voted for like Obama and Biden.
only because of 9/11. I don't know. I'm being a dick.
Oh my god.
Well, we do have a actual show,
Yeah.
an actual topic, I should say,
Sure.
and it's like we're sticking with the October theme of being weird and spooky. I guess.
Yeah. Spoopy.
This is dumb as fuck, but it's very fun.
Yeah. Okay, I want to read the segue because I put some thought into this and I think it's very fun.
Okay, very fair.
Okay, we're ready. Do we have any business before we get into it?
No, just like check out our Patreon if you want. We like talk a lot of shit on there. We have like real thoughts and then some not so real thoughts that we just express in our Discord.
Yeah.
Which is what you can access when you become a patron. So check out patreon.com/DTFU podcast.
Amazing.
And that's how you get in there, baby.
That's how you do that.
That's how you do that.
Okay, so Ohio. We love it. It's a state. It is a swing state. Very important in these upcoming elections, local
I hope
elections.
y'all are registered to vote because...
And I've been postcarding to get young people to register to vote. So
all your little Gen Z
yep.
nieces and nephews to get their asses up out of their little gamer chairs or inflatable furniture or whatever.
Fucking gamer chairs are the dorkiest. Like, it's so I want a nice, comfortable office chair that's like supportive, but they're all so fucking ugly. I'm like, no, I'd rather have fucking upper back pain.
Why do gamer chairs have the aesthetic of like a fucking like Dragon Ball Z fucking like villain? I don't know. Like what? I'm just making stuff up. I don't know. Like what is happening? Why so much vinyl?
They're all black vinyl with red trim. Unless it's for a girl, then it's hot bright pink.
Yeah.
With like fur on it, which is cool if you like that. But like if you don't, and they all
I'm
have, like,
also
branding.
not looking to get a fucking like yeast infection from my gamer chair if there's fur all over it.
Also, why is a gamer chair just like a chair that's been taken out of a race car and then like put on a swivel? They're so not like ergonomic looking.
It's not the vibe for real.
It's not.
Is the aesthetic is gross. The aesthetic is pleated pants and not in a good way.
The aesthetic is pleated pants with socks and Birkenstocks, but in a more like
in a Dave Matthews way.
In a Dave Matthews way, except he's been hanging out with like John Mayer, who he thinks is like cooler than him, and so it's like slightly edgier.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Oh, who's to say?
Okay.
It's like the worst of Y2K, okay?
Yeah.
They don't the kids don't really know.
They don't know. They think it's like cute and quirky. It's like, okay, but if that was your only option, you'd hate it. So just trust us. Okay. Ohio, it's a state. It has given us so many wonderful things and people like Thomas Edison. Cedar Point Amusement Park. I've never been, but I've heard good things.
Sounds beautiful.
8 U.S. presidents.
Oh, Jesus.
I know, but they're like very early ones. And I think it's because like people didn't live in other places yet.
Yeah, it was like very homesteady and it was like
Cleveland.
Yeah.
It was a big deal.
Yeah. It was like the hot place.
It was the hot place. It was like the New York City Junior.
Like Grover Cleveland, was he from there?
I think so, yeah. There was
Calvin Coolidge?
Probably.
I don't know.
A Taft, there's a bunch. Okay. Yeah. Ohio has also given us the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Hell yeah, that's great.
Flight, like the airplane kind with the Wright brothers.
Yeah.
Hot dogs.
Hot dog.
Hot dogs, the meat tube kind. And the hottest cryptid we've seen since the Pigman of Vermont. That's right. today's episode is all about a cryptid, so get ready to write that steamy fanfic because we are going to talk about the Loveland Frogman.
Ribbit, ribbit, baby. I don't know. I just went like this, like a chicken. I don't know.
Croak me, daddy.
Bitch.
I just saw that.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh. We're off to a bad start. This is going to be bad. Okay, but we're going to talk about this frogman. He's from Loveland, Ohio, and as with almost every cryptid we've ever done, you really are going to have to jump through some hoops to believe this thing exists.
Oh, my God. My God.
It's like there have been sightings, and we're going to talk about them, but there's also been, like, a lot of confusion around this. Like, I don't know. Like, one of the things that quickly came up was, like, some people say it's a frog. Some people say it's a giant, like, a lizard, specifically iguana. And I'm like, don't those look insanely different?
Very different creatures.
Like, one has a mohawk.
Yeah, an iguana is extremely lizard-like.
And, like, pointed.
Yeah, and they have, like, long tails that can whip you.
Yeah.
And, yeah, they have, like, the little, like, crusty crest mohawk thing.
Are their faces?
And scales.
They kind of have a point, right? Like, their nose? Okay, yeah, where a frog is just, like, flat. And also, frogs are, like, wide, and I feel like iguanas are maybe more, like, narrow.
Yeah, two very different creatures. Like,
very different. Walk different. Talk different.
Yeah. I don't know why. I just started thinking of the song Susie Q when you said that.
I like the way
you walk.
That's why.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, frog and iguana, very different animals. So
yeah,
I don't know what the fuck these people are seeing. University of Cincinnati folklore professor Edgar Slotkin compared the Loveland frog to Paul Bunyan, saying that stories about it have been passed down for several decades and that sighting reports seem to come in predictable cycles. I'm sorry, but Paul Bunyan is literally an icon? How can you compare this frog-ass motherfucker to Paul Bunyan?
Is
okay.
It? What is he saying? Wait, will you read what he said again? What is he saying?
He's comparing the Loveland frog to Paul Bunyan, saying that stories about it have been passed down for several decades.
Okay.
And that sighting reports seem to come in predictable cycles. I don't know, like, what that even means, because there's only been a few sightings. And, like, nobody's cited Paul Bunyan.
I know.
That's literal fucking story of folklore.
Okay.
So...
That's what I was like, my confusion, because I was like, what? I don't understand. Oh my God. Side note. We haven't even talked about that Bigfoot sighting.
Oh God. Oh my God.
In California. I do want to say we should do a little side note on that, because I feel like it's our duty to report on that.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about it now before we really get into this frogman thing? And
yeah.
Go on
Let's
a side tangent.
Yeah. Let's okay, everyone, just bear with us for a second while we just have a quick discussion of this Bigfoot that was seen in, I think, like either central or northern California.
Yeah. It looked like it was like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And like kind of like a scrub like land area in California.
Yeah.
And it was allegedly this video taken from a train going through this area in California where it's a person looking out the passenger car window.
Yeah.
And sees and picks up a video of this like creature walking along the terrain out in the open. You know, there's no trees or anything.
No.
It's like rocks and like little scrubby, like chaparral kind of looking plants.
Yeah.
And it's like a full-on Bigfoot, but it's like that's a dude in a costume.
That's a dude. He's like stumbling over, like you could tell he's like first of all walking like a human. There's no, it's not even like that footage from the 60s or 70s or whatever, where like the arms are kind of like swinging a little weird. There's like some effort and choreography being put into it. This was just like a regular ass human kind of slipping on some rocks on the side of a fucking hill, and then he pops a squat.
Yeah, he's like looking at some plants or something, and it's like, I know that there's like a dude that parked by the train tracks.
Yeah.
Put on a Sasquatch suit and was like, bro, I'm gonna like rip a blunt and I'm gonna go walk around right by this train as it's going by, and it's gonna freak out some people. I know that's what happened.
Oh my God. I was talking to someone about this over the weekend, and they're like, you think it's just a guy in a Bigfoot costume? I was like, they're like, but it's in the middle of nowhere. I was like, it's right next to a train track. Like, have you ever met a teenager?
Yeah, like, especially if it's like out. Especially if it's out in the middle of nowhere, you know, there's like a teen,
Yeah.
bored as hell,
Yeah.
trying to do some fuck shit. So,
I know. Yeah. I was
Oh
like,
my
what?
God.
I was like, yeah, I think it's a human.
Yeah, as opposed to actually Bigfoot.
I guess. I don't know. They were new friends, so I was like very kind about it. But I was also like, I was like, it's a human.
Oh my God. Okay, so that's our thoughts
Yeah.
and feelings on the latest Bigfoot sighting.
Yeah.
That was our little sidebar.
And now back to our previously scheduled Frogman content. Yeah.
Like
or
Hillary Duff compared to Beyonce or something. I don't know. Do we have a mind meld?
Yeah. I was just
Oh my
thinking
God.
it's like comparing like Hillary Duff to like Joni Mitchell or something.
Yeah.
Like
That's
Joni
fair.
Mitchell is the legend. Hillary Duff is the Frogman.
She was a part of culture,
Yeah. But like,
but
but not as magnanimous.
mm-mm.
Yeah. Although, no, I was listening to Ashley Simpson today. Well, it's all related. It's all the same time. It's all the same era.
They're all frogmen compared to
Yeah, they're all frogmen.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, rude comparison, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, got to jump through some hoops to believe that it's real, like you said.
Yeah.
But there have been sightings.
Yeah. There have been several, and I feel like there still will be some because like the guy said, like it's going to come in waves, and you know, I feel like this is one of those things where especially if you're from the area, the parents tell the kids about this as like a fun sleepover thing, you know, and then they go looking for it when they become teenagers, and then they think they see it, and the cycle continues, which is very fun and cute and like
Listen,
yeah.
it's Ohio. I love this for Ohio. It's great.
Also, they like someone's got to rival the Pigman of Vermont. And
Listen,
I think Ohio's like Vermont, we see you and raise you a frog.
I love frogs, so this is like very much.
It's crossing some wires.
It's crossing some wires. I really like it. It's good. It's fun. It seems harmless. Great.
Yeah.
Like this frog is not out here causing any havoc or harm. Okay.
No. Yeah.
Just living his frog life. Like.
Yeah. Okay, that's the thing about some of these cryptids too. Like this one doesn't. He's not like. There's no wrongdoing. He's just existing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like about him.
Yeah.
So I think the very first sighting was back in 1955, right?
Yeah.
Somebody saw a 4-foot tall frog on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Now, 4-foot tall frog is.
That's a sight. Also,
That's a sight.
I think the first sighting, they were like, it wasn't even just one human-sized frog on the side of the road. There were maybe 3. Like there was just a gang.
Like a squad of frogs.
Yeah. Is that what they're called?
No, I don't know.
Oh, like a murder of crows?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Oh my God,
bunch
a
of frogs is
squad
called.
of frogs. You should have just said yeah and then tricked me
Okay.
for a few minutes.
I would never. I can't.
Okay. I would have
trick
thought
you.
that's funny. You know you could. Well, it's
Wait,
like
I
a little.
do want to. I'm gonna look at. You keep going. I'm gonna see what a group of frogs is
I think
called.
it's funny. It's like a gaggle or something. I mean, that's of swans or something. A gaggle of geese, but I feel like frogs is funny. Okay, but yeah, it was just like a gang of frogmen just chilling on the side of the road.
Okay, a group of frogs is called an army.
Oh.
That's dumb.
Oh my God.
I'm going with a squad of frogs. Okay?
Yeah, I like a squat. Wait, did you say squat or squat?
Squad.
Oh,
but squat is better.
I like a squat of frogs with a hard
Okay.
T. Okay, and because they do
squat.
Yeah.
They squat.
I
Okay.
love that.
All right, we're decided.
And I don't think there was like a police report filed or anything. But like there is a record of it, like not an official report, but I think someone noted it at the time. And it was allegedly seen by a traveling salesman or businessman of some kind. Which, who is this transient salesman? Like, what was he selling? Also, like, those martini dinners in the 50s were like. Drunk driving wasn't a thing. I mean, it was a thing, but it wasn't a thing people got in trouble for.
This is what I'm saying. Like all these like alien sightings and like cryptid sightings in the 50s, 60s. These motherfuckers were fucking blitzed.
Yeah. Oh, all the time.
All the time driving.
The men were fucked up on alcohol and all the women were taking pills.
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes
prescribed.
both.
Yeah, sometimes both. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, but I don't think I don't think nothing's ever substantiated that sighting. Like there was no like frogman's underwear found on the side of the road or whatever. Like they didn't.
No evidence of the full squat.
Yeah, there was no like skid marks from the frogman like bumping his butt along the road or whatever.
I mean, I would love to stumble upon like 3 frogs that are 4 feet tall, just like having a little confab on the side of the road.
Yeah.
I would love that because what a treat. I don't know.
I just think, well, are we like humanizing them? Like, are you thinking they're like sentient or just like regular frogs but very large?
Yeah, I'm thinking like Toad and like
Mr. Toad?
Yeah, like Mr. Toad.
Yeah.
And his buddy.
Molly or something?
I don't know. What's
the mole?
Like?
What, Toady?
Toad. You know who I'm talking. Toad. You know the Toad books. Toad.
Yeah. Toady. Isn't its name Toady? Or is that Mr. Toad's name?
Toad and Frog. Toad and Frog. Frog and Toad.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of Mr. Toad, and I think Ratty is one of the characters.
Yeah, I'm thinking Frog and Toad, like best buddies, maybe partners in life, Like,
oh, yeah, cute. Yeah, they're a couple.
That vibe. Like,
yeah.
I want to like be in that world, like that where they exist. So that would be cool. I don't know.
They're on their way to a Lady Gaga concert.
Or just a cozy evening by the fire.
A cozy evening. They're both they're out on a walk, like an evening stroll.
In their cardigans.
In their cardigans.
Little pork pie hats.
Yeah, with like a little tea to go, like a little teacup, and they're just like having a lovely evening. Yeah, that sounds nice.
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah.
This is what I choose to believe, okay?
I like that. Yeah. I think that's sweet. For at least until we see what some of them look like. We will have a visual component later in this episode. So some of them are this vibe.
Some artist renderings, some like very creative artist renderings.
Yeah. Some of them are this vibe where it's like, oh, cute. Like the first one I have to show you is cute, and then they get real deranged real quick.
I don't know, man.
So in 1972, there was a police report filed. So we have a little bit more info on this frogman sighting. So on March 3rd, 1972, Officer Ray Shockey reported seeing an unidentified animal on Riverside Drive. He described the animal as having leathery skin with, quote, crouched like a frog before it stood erect to climb over the guardrail on the highway. So it was like crawling along, got to the guardrail, stood up, and like just kind of stepped and shimmied over.
Yeah.
He also described it as 3 to 4 feet long and about 50 to 75 pounds. And again, It was leathery.
I just think like people don't realize that exotic pets have been around for a long time.
Okay. Yeah.
In Ohio, again, this is like people are keeping exotic pets all over the country, especially in the 1970s.
Yeah.
And this is like a monitor lizard or something that got loose.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, well, we're going to find out what it is.
Okay.
Because 2 weeks later, another officer in the same like division, or I don't know what you call it, whatever
department.
Yeah. 2 weeks later, Officer Mark Matthews also reported seeing an unidentified animal crouched along the road in the same vicinity as Shockey's sighting. But he didn't just see it. He fucking pulled his gun out and shot at it. Like,
oh my God.
Okay, I wish the next part of the story was that it like slowly sat up like Michael Myers and just walked towards him. Like, I want a real cryptid story, like a real scary, freaky, like you can't kill this thing story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like supernatural vibes to it. Yeah.
Yeah, like where Officer Matthews like empties this clip into this thing and it's like of no use because the thing attacks Officer Matthews with his large tongue coming out of his mouth like a sticky razor blade because it's a giant frogman, and then it like slices his throat and then he is left to bleed on the side of the road. We need
to make this movie.
I know. That would be fun.
I know. I love a horror movie.
I know. Yeah. Alas, that is not what happened. The creature was the one to perish. And it turns out that this was a huge motherfucking iguana.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because iguanas are not native to Ohio.
No. And they can get really fucking big.
Dude, my uncle had a massive iguana that was like, it was like literally like 6 feet long with its tail. Like, huge. And it got kind of up on its hind legs to like crawl over. Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah. So he killed this iguana he found on the side of the road. He brought it back to the station because he wanted to show this other officer that had originally seen it what it was. And it was like 3 to 3.5 feet long, but it was missing a tail. Like, it's, lizards can lose their tails. I don't know if iguanas can and they grow back, but.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, it had lost its tail. So it looked stumpy, more like a frog, I suppose. And then at this point, it was assumed that it was someone's pet and had gotten loose. And Officer Matthews said maybe a few times because, like, people were, someone saw it in the 50s. It could have been the same one.
Yeah, I don't know how long iguanas live for. I know my uncle had one for, like, the better part of a decade. Like, so it's
maybe
totally
2
plausible.
Decades. Parrots live, like, 40 years or whatever, Who's to say?
If they're well cared for, like,
yeah,
certain animals could live for a very long time.
I also want to say that Officer Matthews recounted this incident to an author of a book about urban legends at some point, and they like included it in the book. It was just like urban legends and cryptids and stuff, and it was stories about sightings, but then they just fully omitted the part that confirmed that the creature was an iguana. Like, they were like, that's not fun. Like, we need people to believe this urban legend.
We're going to just go ahead and like leave the bit out where you confirm that it was an actual real animal that exists in the world and just say it was like some weird thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
That way
All
people think about its dick, which we'll talk about soon.
Absolutely.
Okay. The third sighting is the most recent. That was in 2016. Which, how? The man killed it.
Listen, maybe
It's offspring.
somebody else got in. Yeah, maybe he was out there fucking. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe she was laying eggs.
Yeah.
Or birthing other iguanas out there.
Frog
There's a
woman.
whole-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this kid, Sam Jacobs. Oh.
I love this so much.
Speaking of gamer chair.
Listen.
Okay. This kid, Sam Jacobs, it's 2016. They're out near this stretch of like Madeira Road in Loveland, and they're playing Pokemon Go. Which
Did you ever play Pokemon Go?
No, did you?
I think I downloaded it for a hot second. And it's like, you know, what am I trying to, it's,
I know what you're thinking, and I can't think of the word either.
something reality.
Yeah.
Not virtual, but I don't know.
I know what
it's
you're
like
talking about.
an AR situation.
Right. Yeah. Augmented reality.
Augmented reality.
Yeah.
Where you like certain geolocations have different types of Pokemon and you're supposed to like walk around and see what you can find, see what kind of Pokemon you can find.
Yeah.
And certain places have like rare Pokemons, and then, you know, you got to catch them all. So.
Yeah. Pete played for a while, and he would go down and like into the park that we live by, and there would be like little groups of people. But then didn't it get like very dangerous? Like people were getting hit by cars and shit. Yeah,
people were like paying no attention to their surroundings and just like getting totally immersed in the game.
Yeah.
And like walking into traffic or falling in like bodies of water or, you know, just like
construction sites and shit.
Yeah, like eating shit and like getting hurt and wandering into places that were like restricted, like construction sites. Like
it's like the people that follow the Google directions into fucking the ocean.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I see those videos and I just get so mad.
I know.
All right. Well, there's a nearby lake. And so he was on the banks of Lake Isabella when he spotted, this is a quote from him, a huge frog near the water, not in the game. This was an actual giant frog.
Are you sure, honey?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
And then he went on to say, then the thing stood up and walked on its hind legs. I realize this sounds crazy, but I swear on my grandmother's grave, this is the truth. So maybe he saw it.
Listen.
I don't know. Apparently, he sent dark photos to the local WLWT5, like a Cincinnati, Ohio news station.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked, like I found an article that the station published, and it was all about his like story. And they were like, he sent us photos, blah, blah, blah. But then they didn't publish them. So I don't know where they are. But it doesn't matter because we have some photos to look at.
Okay.
Because we have to, like, we can only imagine what this frogman looks like, but I do think visuals help with that. You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah, we got some visuals.
We got some visuals. This is the first frogman, which is like along the lines of what you were saying, like a sweet, like a little newsboy cap, although he does have a full butt.
Yeah. A lot of these artist renderings are very butt forward.
Yeah.
You know, like they really go in on the butt.
I agree. Yeah. I don't know what that is necessarily.
It's cute. I love it. But I love this little. Oh, one thing I will say, I'll add to the lore of the Frogman is that there have been in the sightings or in the lore, I guess, there are, I don't know if it's like people have seen this or quote unquote seen it, but there is some part of the lore that says the Frogman or Frogmen can pick up like sticks or like little things and use them as wands. So if you see like artistic renderings of the, or, you know, just like
that's what this is. He has a little
art,
wand.
Yeah, a lot of the art of the Frogman has him or her or them holding a wand. What it looks like. So they could, in the lore, it said that they could use these sticks or logs or whatever as tools or magic wands. So
are they doing magic, or they just have a stick and they're acting like it's magic?
I think they just are holding a stick. I don't know. Okay. It's just like, we don't need to add more fanciful stuff to this. Come on.
No, I know.
But it's like, might as well.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah.
I love this picture, though.
I know, me too. And I love his little butt. He's so cute.
Very cute.
Okay. Here's our next one.
This one definitely has a gamer chair at home.
Oh, yeah. This one, I will say he's like creepier, but we're getting a little more nefarious.
Yeah. A little creepier, a little like more humanoid-y.
Yes, a little more human.
It looks like he's wearing pants.
I think he is wearing pants because you don't see any genitals, but then they like, and maybe, I don't know, the skin is weird.
Shadowing.
He's also wearing a pashmina made of swamp.
A swamp pashmina. Oh my god.
It's like a fucking
swamp cloak.
It's a swamp cloak. Yeah, exactly.
A bog cape.
Oh my god.
I love it. Oh my god.
It's yeah. Okay. Okay. Then here's the next one. This one.
Oh my god.
Okay, this one is like definitely the sighting. This is a rendering of the sighting specifically. Mm-hmm. The last two I feel like were just like not, it's like not the sighting. It's just like a
artistic license.
Yes, yeah, it took artistic license. It's just like him living his best life out in the boglands.
What a person who loves the lore, fancies it to look like.
Day in the life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the sighting though. You could tell because he's in the light of the headlights.
Yeah, it's like he's in the middle of the highway. Headlights are shining on him, and he's like, oh. But also, like, very ripped.
So many abs. I was just thinking that.
Like
too many. Maybe just the right amount.
It's like too much Chris Hemsworth frog man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Okay. Like, I think it's more, I think he's more Batista.
Oh, yeah. More of a, yeah.
Yeah.
Big chest.
Yeah, he's got the deltoids. Is that what's like the neck shoulder stitch? Like they're very strong, which Chris Hemsworth has nice whatever that is, but like he's not as this is Dwayne Johnson a little. Like the neck and shoulders are very hard.
Like a fucking frog, like where the neck and the shoulders like blend into it.
Yeah, this is a frog. I mean, I guess right. I guess you would.
I'm looking at the torso, is what I'm looking at. I'm mesmerized by the torso and the legs, the like thighs,
and the calves.
Calves, yeah.
The one hand is a little stiff.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not as but I mean, all in all,
and web feet. That's what a frog's feet look like. That's great.
It's good. Yeah. I like it. He definitely, we can't see his dong, but like, I feel like there is one.
It's there. Yeah.
I agree. Okay.
This one has a dong.
Okay. He's not wearing any skin pants.
No.
Okay.
Oh, bitch. No.
Is this one taking a bath? It looks like he's holding soap.
Yeah. He has the bog clay of the Ohio rivers in his hand. I don't know.
He's in the bog tub. The hot bug. The hot bog.
The bog tub. This one is not it for me. Okay, this is
Yeah.
it's
But he does look more iguana. Like there's more
Yeah.
of a lizard face. So
mhm.
I do like that they took that creative license to kind of like merge
Yeah.
the two. Also, this one definitely probably has a weird dong. It's also hidden.
Mhm.
We can't
Yeah,
see it.
the knee of the frog leg is like very
Yeah.
like perfectly angled
Yeah.
in front of its dong area.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see.
Oh, this one I love.
This one's so
This
good.
is very butt forward.
Yeah.
Like all I see is butt. Like don't care that it looks like a frog. Like I am loving the butt, loving the legs are very human like. The
Mhm.
legs are like a man's legs and a man's butt,
And
obviously.
man's feet. And
Yeah.
it's honestly, this is a man's body except for the head.
It's like a dude put a frog, like like how like people would wear horse heads for whatever reason.
Yeah.
This
A
is
frog
that.
head.
Yeah, frog head. Yeah. I love it.
It's also like some creative license from the sighting because he's in the headlight.
Mm-hmm.
But-
Again,
Yeah.
but this is like a charcoal drawing, so it's like very dramatic,
Yeah.
and it's like black and white, and
Mhm.
it's like he's about to like leap over the guardrail or something.
Yeah.
It's great. I
Yeah.
love it.
It's good. He's definitely
Great.
like caught. He's like, oh, I gotta get out of here.
For dramaturgical purposes.
Yeah. Do you think this one has a dick?
Yeah.
This drawing
Yeah.
has a dick? Okay.
Yeah. I
Do
feel
you
like
think
I
it's a
could,
man
if I
dick
look,
or a frog?
no. I feel like if I look hard enough, like everything
You-
else is man. So I feel like if I look hard enough, I could see like the ball, like the back of the balls.
You can.
You know?
Yeah.
You know?
No,
I feel like-
he's got a sack. You could his sack is exposed.
Yeah.
His
yeah.
frog sack.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all
Okay.
right. So we've seen some frog genitals.
Oh my God.
I
Now
maybe
this
should-
I love.
I should have maybe had this one earlier because it is a little more cartoonish. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it definitely doesn't have genitals. We could see.
But this one looks like he's high as fuck, and
He-
I love it.
okay.
It looks like he's holding a joint in his
Okay.
hand.
I thought that's what it was, but then you said the magic wand thing.
No, it's a magic
It's a magic joint.
joint.
Yeah.
And here's what I gather from this is that maybe the frogman does not have a dick, and all the magic wands are his dildos that he carries around, ready to pleasure whomsoever
Yes.
stumbles into his lair. I don't know.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Write that fucking creepy slash fic for this cryptid. Okay.
Creepy, delightful.
Oh sure, yeah, whatever.
He is the pleasure king. That's what his wand does. It gives people pleasure because it is a dildo.
Mhm.
Yeah, this
That's
guy.
what I think.
Also, his skin is like it looks just like a fun, fancy suit or something. Like it looks like a bodysuit. It's like he's wearing a caftan, but it's like tight on his skin. That's the vibe I'm getting. And he's high.
Okay, I love it.
And he offers you shortbread.
Yeah, he's like a hippie frog,
Yeah, totally.
a peace frog,
Yeah. Okay.
bitch. Yes,
This one has a dick.
it like is only upper torso. It's like head, upper torso. His hand is on his hip, like sassy as fuck.
With dick fingers, kind of.
And yeah, and then it stops right at where his dick would be. And I like to think that there's another version of this drawing that the artist made with a huge boner,
Yeah.
you know,
For sure.
right?
For
Gotta
sure.
be.
Also, like, what's in the crevice of his elbow where, it looks like he has maybe a tattoo of a mouth? Does he have the Rolling Stones logo tattooed on his inner arm?
Bitch, yes. Absolutely.
This one's hot. This one is the Pigman from Vermont. Like, this is like they're I shouldn't use this because this one doesn't have one, but they're neck and neck for me in terms of hottest cryptid now, based on this drawing.
Totally.
Because
100%.
that frog has that tongue.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all.
You don't even have to. You could be across the room.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to be there. Like, it doesn't even matter. Oh my God. Okay, and then our last one. I think this one actually has a dick you could see. That's why I saved it for last. This one, okay, the one we just looked at is like 1970s or 1955 sighting, and this one is like 2016 sighting.
This is like dad bod frog.
I know. That's why I'm
frog
bod dad.
I'm into it.
Yeah. And it looks like he has a wiener.
Yeah. Great.
And it
Good
looks
for him.
pretty normal, like a normal man's wiener.
But he also has like a walking stick, a staff of some sort, which again could be his magic wand situation. I don't know. But also he has a wiener in this. It looks like a dick.
Yeah. His eyes too, like the bags under his eyes look like he has been smoking that magic wand a little too much for a few too many years. And he has a few
He's
chest
hitting
hairs.
the vape hard.
He's hitting the vape hard, yeah.
He's got some chest hairs for some reason.
Yeah, he has just a couple. And he has, I don't know, is that like the butt chin? Is that like a frog's butt chin, like cleft?
It's like the bullfrog, like, you know, like the haggy.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. That makes more sense.
And he's got some titties, you know?
Yeah, you could tell that he used to hit the gym pretty hard, and he's since stopped going. He let himself go a little bit. That's fine. He's aging. Yeah. His legs are very shiny for some reason and scaly. But nowhere else.
Maybe he's into wearing vinyl pants now. I don't know.
But but is there a hole where his dick hangs out of?
It's very Lenny Kravitz of him.
Oh. His pants split down the front. Or maybe he's like frog up until his legs, then he's a man's dick and body, and then he's a frog head.
Maybe they're they're nylons, and it's just taking up the light because it's like, you know.
Yeah,
nylon.
They're nylons.
But his peener is like in there too, you know.
Nylons. Oh my God.
I don't know.
Well, that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, delightful. I loved all of the visuals. So incredible.
Yeah.
I have one thing. This is like this has nothing to do with a frogman, but it is frog related. Just to cap off the episode.
Amazing.
The news has been very heavy lately, but I did find a news story that is informative and scientifically in line with, I think, reality. And it is something that I think like women across the board can relate to. Okay. Ooh. So this is a study that was published very recently in the Journal of Royal Society Open Science. This is an excerpt from the New York Times. Excuse me, hold on.
Okay.
So this is an excerpt from the New York Times about this article, or about this study published in the Journal of Royal Society Open Science, shows that female frogs use evasive maneuvers to flip males off of them when they come to like try and mate with them. Oh. And they also, this is the big part of this. They sometimes even fake their own death. One thing before that. They disguise their identities, and they sometimes even fake their own deaths to avoid male attention.
Oh my God. How do you hide your identity, or like what?
Maybe they pretend like they're snakes or something.
Ooh, or maybe they like can change their smell or something so that the frog doesn't know that that's their mate.
Yeah, like they are going to some lengths to get the fuck away from men.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Frogs.
Do we know what a frog? Okay, if I search frog dick, is that going to be bad?
Do it. See what happens. So this article goes on. Carolyn Dietrich, a postdoctoral researcher at the Konrad Lorenz Institute of Ethology in Vienna, made the discovery by accident. She was studying the mating habits of the European common frog. And these amphibians lead solitary lives except for around 2 weeks every spring when they meet at pools for a free-for-all reproductive event called explosive breeding. AKA, it's like they are in a fucking huge bundle in the water, and sometimes the female frogs or like even male frogs drown from being like in these like huge like clusters of fucking.
Oh my
it's like a
God.
Yeah, it's like a big orgy basically in the water.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so these female frogs are like, yeah, we don't want to be drowned. We don't want to die by being fucked in the water for too long, so we're just going to pretend we're dead.
Oh my God.
Fascinating, right?
That is fascinating. Okay, I have to I hope I can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to share this, but I'm going to try because it is
Okay.
unhinged what I just found. I just searched frog dick, you know? And this is what I found. And there's like worse stuff, dude. There's like you know, this is an Etsy. It's a dick. It's a frog's body with a dick head. It has a penis head. I guess it's a gag gift. It's only $5. It must be 3D printed. I don't know. What people are wild. But it's very fun. But then also, you know, like it tells you like other things you might be interested into. Weird dildo is like a suggested thing, and then there's frog dildo. And there's like frog dildos.
What the fuck, man?
I don't know. The internet's wild. I love it so much.
I love it. People are out here doing all kinds of shit.
I know.
That just, you know, it just shows that there is literally something for everybody, you know? And I mean, is it something you're into?
Yeah.
Do you like the Frogman? Do you think it's like more of a frog and toad situation?
Yeah.
Or more of like a pig man situation?
Yeah.
Or it's just people with exotic animals that are escaping periodically?
Yeah, that have since died in 1972 and have been dead this whole time.
Yeah. And that kid saw a Pokemon in his game. Probably.
Yeah. I think so.
Or maybe
also,
he's a grown adult. I don't know.
Yeah, he might have been a kid or an adult, but either way, very high.
Mm-hmm. I know, that's right.
All right. Well, follow us on social medias, DTFU podcast.
Yep. I'm literally not on social media anymore.
No, I haven't been on there very much either.
Well, yeah, but
oh well.
I mean, and yeah, it's fine.
We're there.
We're there. We have a presence of some sort. Follow us on, like you said, social media. Go to our website. It's dtfupodcast.com.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of fun stuff on there. Get your sweatshirts for the winter time to stay cozy.
Good reminder.
Get the merch.
Yep.
You can buy our merch there. Yeah, and it's all fun stuff. So check it out. Thank you for listening, as always, and stay excellent to yourselves
and each other.
Bye. Ribbit.